As we continue to pay tribute to legendary trumpeter and music educator Dr Ramakgobotla Johnny Mekoa, who died on Monday, we sat down with his long-term friend and legendary saxophonist Khaya Mahlangu and started by asking him about his first meeting with Ntate Mekoa.
I first met him around 78, 79. They had come to perform at the university and I took my horn to go and jam with them. That's the beginning of the relationship with him, you know. And during the holidays, I used to play with a band called the Pelican at the Pelican nightclub. And then I would also go and play with the jazz ministers after the death of Victor Lazilwana. Begim Selegu was also part of that band. As you know, he got married to Nomvula Lazilwana. And when Peggy left for overseas, then I joined Jazz Ministers. So I used to play with the Jazz Ministers, then I couldn't play with this band at the Pelican nightclub. And he was always charming, always full of jokes. And, you know, he took me under his wing, and no matter how many bad notes I played, he said, "No, you'll be okay, my boy, don't worry." You know. And I thank him for that, because cumulatively he has added something to who I am today, you know. And with the late Fake Sitlu, who was the drummer, and Shepston Sotwan and the drum. Shepston was the drummer, Fake Sitlu was the bass player. I had some great times. I stayed at his house with Os Megi. Sometimes at Brambuzi, his elder brother was also a trumpeter. I used to play with Hugh Masekela and those guys. Sometimes at Victor Lazilwana's house. So I was like an adopted kid of that family of the Jazz Ministers. And just fast forward to 2009, he invited me to be the music director for the Gauteng Jazz Orchestra, which I did from then until about three years back. I thank him for that opportunity to be able to hone my arrangement skills. You know, he gave me that, and my first arrangements were like, you know. But he was like typical Brajoni. He was like, "No, don't worry, you know, check this book, read this and that, you know." And I read up, and, you know, my writing became much better. And I must say, he has really run a good mine in terms of nurturing kids. Some of them, you know them, Tunzi Mvubu, Malcolm Gianni, Oscar Rachabani, and a whole lot of others, including myself, you know. He was a great trumpeter, and very hearty, played high notes. Not many people play high notes, you know, because it really needs you to squeeze on the lips, you know. And he had a technique, and he was able to use that. A very melodic player, very melodic player. He played beautiful piano too. He played beautiful piano, very amazing, and a bit of saxophone as well. Mababa was his nickname. Stick around me, I'll make you famous. Yeah. That's what, with his hearty laugh, and, you know.